Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of movies, chances are you've heard the name Leonardo DiCaprio. He's not just a movie star, he's a Hollywood legend, an environmental activist, and one of the most respected actors of our time. In today's video, we're going to take a deep dive into the life and career of Leonardo DiCaprio, from his early beginnings to his Oscar-winning performances, and how he's managed to stay relevant for over 3 decades. So grab some popcorn, hit that like button, and let's get started. Leonardo Wilhelm DiCaprio was born on November 11, 1974, in Los Angeles, California. His parents, Ermeline and George, divorced when he was just a year old, but both stayed heavily involved in his upbringing. Interestingly, he got his name because while his mom was pregnant and admiring a Leonardo da Vinci painting in a museum, he kicked for the first time. And just like that, Leonardo was born. Growing up in a rough neighborhood in East Hollywood, Leo was exposed to poverty and crime at a young age. But even then, he had big dreams. He didn't come from a Hollywood family. He had no connections in the film industry, but he had something even more valuable: raw talent and determination. Leonardo's acting journey started in commercials. His first gigs were for brands like Matchbox Cars and Bubble Yum. But it wasn't easy. He was rejected by many agents at first. Some even told him to change his name to something less ethnic. But Leo stayed true to himself. In the early 90s, he landed a role in the TV sitcom Growing Pains, and that's when people started to take notice. His breakthrough came in 1993, when he starred alongside Robert De Niro in This Boy's Life. De Niro personally chose him for the role, and that says a lot. Later that same year, he gave an unforgettable performance in What's Eating Gilbert Grape, playing Arnie, a boy with an intellectual disability. At just 19 years old, Leo earned his first Academy Award nomination. Critics and audiences were amazed. It was clear, this wasn't just a teen actor. This was the beginning of something big. And then came Titanic. In 1997, James Cameron's epic romance disaster film changed everything. Leonardo played Jack Dawson, a poor artist who falls in love with the rich and elegant Rose, played by Kate Winslet. Titanic wasn't just a blockbuster. It became the highest-grossing film of all time at that point, earning over $2 billion worldwide. Leonardo DiCaprio became a global sensation. His face was on every magazine, every wall, and every teenage bedroom. But fame came at a cost. Leo was suddenly thrust into the spotlight in a way he never expected. Instead of embracing the heartthrob image, he resisted it. He wanted to be taken seriously as an actor, not just a pretty face. After Titanic, Leonardo could have done a dozen romantic dramas and cashed in, but he didn't. Instead, he took a break and returned with more mature, complex roles. In the 2000s, he began a long and successful partnership with director Martin Scorsese. Together, they created some of the most memorable films of the 21st century: Gangs of New York, 2002, The Aviator, 2004, The Departed, 2006, Shutter Island, 2010, The Wolf of Wall Street, 2013. Each film showed a different side of Leonardo. He played a troubled billionaire, a corrupt stockbroker, a violent gang member, and he nailed every role. He also worked with other top directors like Christopher Nolan in Inception, Quentin Tarantino in Django Unchained and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and Alejandro G. Iñárritu in The Revenant. For years, Leonardo DiCaprio was known as the best actor who never won an Oscar. Despite multiple nominations and jaw-dropping performances, the Academy kept passing him over. It became a running joke online. Memes were everywhere. Fans were outraged every time he lost. But in 2016, justice was finally served. For his brutal, physically demanding role in The Revenant, Leo finally won the Oscar for Best Actor. He had to sleep in animal carcasses, brave freezing temperatures, and eat raw bison liver to bring that role to life. When he finally accepted the award, his speech focused on climate change, showing that even in his biggest moment, he was thinking about more than just himself. Outside of acting, Leonardo has made a huge impact as an environmental activist. He founded the Leonardo DiCaprio Foundation in 1998, which has raised millions of dollars to support wildlife conservation, ocean preservation, and the fight against climate change. He's produced documentaries like Before the Flood and Cowspiracy, and has spoken at the United Nations, urging world leaders to take action. Leo doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. He drives electric cars, lives in eco-friendly homes, and uses his platform to support sustainability. Even in his late 40s, Leonardo DiCaprio continues to challenge himself with powerful roles. In 2019, he starred in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, playing a fading actor in 1969 Los Angeles, a role that earned him another Oscar nomination. In 2023, he reunited with Scorsese for Killers of the Flower Moon, a dark historical crime drama based on real events. Once again, his performance received critical acclaim. At this point, Leonardo doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. He's not just an actor, he's a cultural icon. What makes Leonardo DiCaprio so special isn't just his talent, it's his consistency. He stayed at the top of his game for over 30 years, without scandals, without gimmicks, and without selling out. He chooses roles with meaning, he takes his craft seriously, and he uses his fame for good. Whether you know him as Jack from Titanic, Jordan Belfort from The Wolf of Wall Street, or Hugh Glass from The Revenant, there's no denying Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the greatest actors of our generation. So what's your favorite Leonardo DiCaprio performance? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss a deep dive like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.